In 2025, 95% of new marketing agencies will fail within their first year. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to be in that profitable 5% without wasting time on outdated strategies. But before we dive in, let me be very clear to you. I'm not here to sell you some get rich quick fantasy or something. I've built my very own agency from scratch to a team of over 15 talented people working in collaboration. We serve some of India's fastest growing e commerce brands, and we did it all without any fancy offices or investors. I made nearly every mistake possible when starting out. I worked 16-hour days, undercharged clients, overpromised, burned out, and the whole package. So, what I'm going to share with you is not just anything theoretical. It's the exact framework I wish someone had given me when I started. So, if you are tired of the fluff and looking for actual steps to build a profitable agency in the current market, this video is for you. So, let's get started with the very first thing, deciding what services to offer. And this is what most new agency owners completely get wrong. The biggest mistake I see is trying to be a full service agency. And in 2025, this is literally a death trap. You cannot compete with established agencies who have 10-20 people team and years of case studies. Even with my current team size, we don't try to do everything. There is a reason that we have doubled down on specific services for e-commerce brands rather than trying to serve everyone. Instead, focus on these three high margin, low competition niches that have proven demand right now that I'm going to tell you. First, specialized social media content production, specifically short form videos, or which you might commonly know as UGC, user generated content. The demand for consistent high quality short form is literally enormous. Yet most agencies are terrible at delivering this. So by focusing solely on producing 30 to 60-second videos that actually convert, you can charge 75,000 to 1.5 lakh rupees monthly per client. Second is conversion rate optimization agencies, also known as CRO agency. Businesses are tired of pouring money into ads without results. If you can take their existing campaigns and improve the performance by even 5 to 10%, that's instant ROI that they can see in their business. Now, this service alone can command close to 50,000 to 1 lakh rupees monthly retainers plus performance bonuses. And the third is the email and WhatsApp marketing agency. With these platforms showing 5 to 10 times better engagement than social media, businesses are literally desperate for expertise in this section. And by building automated sequences that nurture leads into sales, can easily get you 60,000 to 1.5 lakh rupee per project plus monthly management. Now, understand this very clearly, that the key to positioning any of these services that I told you is just specialization. Don't just say that I do Facebook ads. Instead, say I help SaaS companies acquire users through Facebook ads at 30% lower cost than industry average. Now you get the difference. The specificity is going to command higher rates immediately. Now, I still remember signing my first major e-commerce client. We didn't win them by offering a full marketing suite. We won because we specialized in one thing, which they were desperately looking out for, which was a D2C fashion-focused performance marketing agency. That specificity is what got us through the door. Remember, you can always expand later, but starting focused is how you generate profit from day one. Now let's talk about getting clients, the part most agency owners struggle with, and even I did. But here is a reality check before I go ahead. Cold outreach is becoming less effective every single day. The market is saturated with agency owners sending the same templatized messages on LinkedIn, email, Instagram DMs, and whatnot. You need something better, something more effective. And that is why I'm sharing one of my agency's in-house strategy, which we call the expertise demonstration method. The approach turns cold prospects warm before you even reach out to them. And here is how it exactly works in 3 simple steps. Step 1, identify your ideal client and the exact problem you are going to solve for them. For example, your ideal client could be an e-commerce brand with poor email marketing. Now find 3 to 5 such brands that fit this criteria. Step 2, create a document that covers what mistakes the brand is specifically doing and provide 1 or 2 specific improvements that you could make in their brand. Once you have made this document, shoot a Loom video where you can show that document and talk in a brief manner that whatever you have written in that. Remember, the video should not be more than 5 minutes. And in step 3, share this personalized audit through those multiple channels direct to their team. on LinkedIn, or probably tag them in a public content wherever you feel appropriate. This video will actually work 100x better than those simple, boring, dead, templatized messages. Trust me. You know what? I used this exact approach when I was starting out. For one prospect, I remember I created a 4-minute video breaking down their entire Facebook ad strategy, pointing out why their ad creative wasn't converting. 3 days later, they reached out to me asking for a meeting, and 1 week later, they signed a 1.2 lakh rupee monthly contract. Now, this is the beauty of this approach, that it pre qualifies the client. They see your expertise before you ever pitch them, which ends up totally changing the power dynamics of the sales conversation that you are going to have with them. Now, this is one of those manual methods that I just told you. But if you are looking out for ways to generate leads on autopilot, then I have put together a completely free 3-day agency program that walks you through every critical step. You will get detailed training on finding your perfect niche, creating irresistible offers that client can't refuse, and mastering those 6 lead generation methods that work specifically in today's market. I also cover the complete outreaching strategy that will help you actually convert, and all the operational details that most gurus are probably charging you for. Just click the link in the description, enter your email, and I'll send you one training video each day for the next 3 days. No catch, just actionable content you can implement immediately. Okay, now coming back. The third key to a profitable agency is having operations that deliver consistent results without requiring your constant attention. Let me break down the exact tech stack that you need to start without wasting money on unnecessary tools. Number one is a project management tool. At my agency, we have been using this tool called Trello, which is a great free tool, but you can also use ClickUp if you want. At number two, we have a client communication platform. Now, for this, Slack works perfectly, in my opinion. And if you have something more, go ahead, use that. But Slack still kills every time. Number three is a simple CRM. Now, we have been using Go High Level for that. But apart from that, Go High Level also helps us with creating landing pages and funnels and a few more things here and there. At four, which is a reliable billing system. For my agency, Zoho invoices have been the best, and they even have a free plan that you can try out. That's it. You don't need to overcomplicate all these things. I have literally seen agencies spending thousands on complex systems before even they have decent sized clients. Now that the tools are done, let's talk about how you can build systems in your agency. Even if you're starting out solo, please start documenting your processes for each deliverables. Think like you are going to retire tomorrow, और उस हिसाब से बनाना शुरू करो processes. Create a simple step by step for everything you do, from client onboarding to delivery to reporting, everything. Now listen, managing such a large remote team of people would have been absolutely impossible without a proper documentation. When I started, I was trying to keep everything in my head. It was total disaster. I'd forget deliverables, I would miss deadlines, and clients would get inconsistent results. The turning point for my agency came in when I spent a full month documenting my entire process. I was literally recording my screen while completing little tasks and then wrote out the steps. It was nothing fancy, but hell lot functional and helpful. You can start with creating simple client onboarding processes, step-by-step guide for each service that you deliver in your agency, and probably having quality checks before sending the work to clients, or a consistent reporting framework. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's consistency. Your clients aren't just paying for results, they are paying for the reliability on you and your agency. Now let's look at your agency money specifically, how to manage your finances to ensure profitability from the beginning. Now, one of the biggest differences between agencies that survive and those that fail is the financial discipline. Here is the 30-30-40 income allocation that I used in my agency in those earlier days. 30% goes to your personal income. Yes, you pay yourself first. Second 30% is allocated to business operations and growth. And the last 40% is kept as profit reserve for at least the first year. Now, this structure prevents the cash flow disasters that kill most agencies. When a client suddenly leaves or a project gets delayed, you won't be scrambling to cover just the expenses even. I learned this lesson the hard way in my first year. I was literally spending most of the profits on stupid things in the name of reinvesting in my agency. Then we lost two major clients I still remember in the same month. Suddenly, I couldn't even cover the contractor's payment. So please be wise with your money and invest it wherever it's only needed. Abhi, you understand money, tools, systems, outreach. So all's done, right? No, I don't want you to lose at any point. Let me also give you the biggest mistakes that kill most agencies today. The first deadly mistake is having too many clients trapped. I see many agency owners in India bragging about having 20, 30 clients while charging 5 to 10,000 rupee per client. This is a guaranteed path to burnout and poor delivery. It's far better to have 3 to 8 clients paying you 50,000 rupee to approx a lakh rupee each than having 20 clients paying you 10,000 rupee each. The workload is actually less and your profit margins are significantly higher. Okay, I'll share something personal. When I was starting out, I took on any client that came my way because I was too desperate. At one point, I was managing so many clients, and unfortunately, all were paying damn small retainers. I was working round the clock. My health suffered, and the work quality that was also very inconsistent. The breakthrough came when I actually decided to let go of a few hectic ones and focus entirely on delivering exceptional results for the remaining clients. Within 3 months, our revenue actually increased because we were able to expand our services with the clients who valued our work. The second major mistake is blindly copying the Western agency model. The market dynamics in India are fundamentally different. Please understand. For example, the sales cycle here often requires more relationship building and education than compared to the US market. Instead of focusing on rapid client acquisition, like many other US agencies, successful Indian agencies need to emphasize on building a better rapport with the clients first. And finally, the mindset shift, which is required to build a sustainable agency, is moving from a service provider to a strategic partner. In the current market today, clients can find those cheap service providers anywhere. What clients are actually willing to pay premium rates for is a strategic advisor, someone who can understand their specific business needs and give solution around them. Now this means you need to develop genuine expertise in your clients industries, or you need to have a freelancer on your team who understands that industry of client very well. This single shift in the approach can end up doubling your rates overnight and help you increase revenue so big. Honestly, this thing worked out so well for my agency. We got only those freelancers initially who had great experience in the fashion space and nothing else. And as a result, all the fashion brands which we onboarded were very happy working with the experts who already understood the fashion market so well. So, to summarize what we have covered today, focus on specialized services so you can charge premium rates. Use the expertise demonstration method to acquire clients rather than relying on cold outreach. Third, build systemized operations from day one. And fourth, follow the 30-30-40 financial model to ensure sustainability and avoid the common traps that sink most Indian agencies. Now, let me be very clear. Building a profitable agency isn't easy. If it was, everyone would have succeeded already. But trust me, it's absolutely doable if you follow the right strategy from the beginning. Now, during my 3 year journey of building my agency, I have seen too many talented people fail just because they followed the outdated advice. Don't make the same mistake. And if you are someone who is very serious about building a profitable agency this year, I would definitely recommend checking out the completely free 3-day agency program. The link for which is in the description below. Make sure to subscribe and drop a like if you liked this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.